Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know I'm looking a little bit different. I am in the Virginia National Guard. I am weekend warrior, as people like to call it, but I'm probably making more money than you are full time. So stop talking to me. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for taking out the time to check out today's video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoy my content. All right guys, enjoy the video. Do this. I do not feel well right now, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm just gonna be doing a very everyday makeup routine. This makeup that I do for military is a lot lighter than what I do. Not a lot lighter. I don't use a foundation when I'm in uniform. And so today's video, I have a mirror right here too. So today's video is gonna be all about me doing military 670-1 Army approved makeup. So the reason I wanted to do this video is because, maybe I should move this mirror over here a little bit. So the reason I wanted to do this video is because I remember joining the Army National Guard, and don't mind my eyebrows, I really need to get them done. And I remember just thinking, it seemed like the women who were in the Army did not care about how they looked. I opened up the regulation, and that's when I found out you can wear makeup. The first time we could wear makeup after in boot camp was for graduation. After basic training, the day of graduation, you could wear makeup. They let certain people get their hair done, not me. So I just remember always thinking women in the Army don't care about how they look. Oh, I really messed that eyebrow up. What the? How did I draw all the way? I'm gonna fast forward through this, y'all, because it's gonna take me a minute clearly to fix this. All right, we're gonna have to rock with that, and I'm gonna do the top. But I just remember seeing women, and I'm just gonna speak to, you know, brown skinned women, black women. I just remember, wow, I drew these eyebrows real thin today. What am I doing, y'all? I really don't feel good. Sorry. But I remember looking at women, and I'm like, wow, do they really not care about how they look? Especially when you're in this uniform and you can't wear earrings, and it just mutes everything about your personal style. And so I opened up the regulation, and makeup was allowed. So, okay, I'm like, that's cool. But it seems like when people put this uniform on, you're still a representation of yourself. Just of yourself in this uniform. So, oh my God, y'all, I'm really messing this eyebrow up. Like, this is why people do eyebrows off camera. Didn't I learn my lesson the last time in the last video when I did this? You put on this uniform does not make you a different person. You still are who you are, and you're still a representation of yourself. More so now, you're a representation of a larger organization that you're a part of. So why would you put in less effort to look decent and to look like something? And so I was just really disturbed by that, because it's not that you can't look presentable and beautiful without makeup, because I 100% believe you can. That's why I'm so into skincare. This eyebrow, y'all, is bigger than this one. I'm not trying to draw on top real quick. So I do those eyebrows, and then I'm going to actually take the same concealer that I went on top with, and I'm going to hit the dark spots, the hyperpigmentation spots I have in my face, just to cover those up. And so one of my mentors, the first person I met at the union, I just learned the ropes from her, and she always smelled good, always looked good, was always trying to present herself in the best light. And I liked that because she always had her hair done, always kept her nails done, within regulation, of course. And if you guys know anything about the Army Regulation 670-1, it's very subjective. It talks about how, you can wear makeup and eyeshadow, but it has to complement your skin tone. It's very subjective, but I loved her for the fact that she told me this, and it's been kind of one of my mantras, that you're a woman first. Just because you have on this uniform does not mean, you know, you don't take care of yourself as if you know, as you would in everyday life. This doesn't have to be perfectly blended either, y'all. And I was already that person, but I felt like, you know, sometimes you get into a place and you feel like you need to acclimate a little bit. And I felt like that's what was happening to me with the military. I'm like, okay, so no makeup. And, you know, I didn't like that feeling, because when I'm out every day, if I want to wear makeup, then I do. And so I feel like it should have been the same way in the military. I still put the uniform on, but I still want to look like a lady. And she said, you're a woman first and you're a soldier second. And that's it. And that's that. And so I was instantly drawn to her for the fact of telling me that, because she was like, Shenika, you know, just because you're wearing this uniform does not mean, you know, you don't need to care about how you look. And to me, that is so important, because I just believe that how people perceive you is everything. Perception is reality, especially in the military. And where we all look the same because we have on the same uniform. If you're not out there, you know, taking pride in your appearance, they want your uniform to look good, boots to look good, to match and all these things, but you don't care about how your hair looks, and you don't care about how you present yourself. You just roll out of bed in the morning. And to me, that's weird. That's really weird that you would decide to get into a uniform that demands that you take care of yourself and your appearance, and you do less in a uniform than you do in regular everyday clothes. That's odd to me. And so she kind of made it okay in my eyes to be a lady, to put on, you know, complimentary makeup when you have time, but you make time for what you want to make time for, and long before your work ethic or whatever you think you know or what you know. That's how people will, you know, that's how people will get to know you. And so for me, presenting myself with my uniform, always dry clean, my nameplate sewn on, my rank sewn on, hat sewn on, it just looks good. You just have to do it within, you know, do it within the regulation. You know, look like a lady. There's nothing wrong with caring about how you look. You should care about how you look. And so, especially more so when you're in uniform. And so that's what this whole routine is. It's really like, it doesn't take long, besides, you know, me being sick right now and talking through this video. It doesn't take me long. I can get this face done in 15 minutes or less. But I keep saying a lot, y'all. I'm really sorry. Also, these earrings are not regulation unless you're in the Air Force. I don't know if anybody else has it, but Army, we have not gotten that approved yet. We're gonna get it one day. We're gonna get it one day. Well, I'm getting out in 2 years though, so if y'all want a video on why I'm getting out, then comment below, let me know. But that's kind of, this is like the base of my face. I'm done. The base of my face is done. Now I'm just gonna spray on a little bit of Morphe Set Spray to loosen up all that powder. And when you do that, let it sit a little bit, and then you're gonna pat it in with the sponge to make everything melt together. But it's a very light face, so you don't look cakey, because the regulation wants you to look light and natural. It doesn't want, you know, you're not supposed to look heavy. You're not supposed to have any drastic colors or anything. You're not supposed to wear eyelashes in uniform. The regulation says you cannot have eyelash extensions, but people do what they want, especially in the National Guard, and they ain't knocking nobody for it. And it's just really important to me to film this video, because you can still be a lady in uniform and still know your stuff and be about business when you walk in a room and people take you serious, when you take pride in your appearance and how you look, because that's very important. If you go out and spend, you know, $185 to $200 on doggone boots, and we spend all this money on uniforms and getting them sewn on and tailored, and, you know, get alterations done to make the uniform fit to your body, why not take the time to make sure your hair is done within regulation and looking nice, that your face is presentable? That's what people see, and they judge you as soon as you walk into a room. What your face look like, what your hair look like. And I'm not saying everybody has to wear makeup, but if you wear makeup, you can still do it tastefully within regulation and look nice. And even though, you know, you'd want to say you don't care about what people think, but that's what the military is. Your career can be ruined based on how people perceive you and the person that you are. You are in leadership positions, and even if you're not, there's always somebody watching you because you have to be evaluated. And it's not based on your appearance, but it's based on like a whole package. And if you come off as being sloppy and lazy and unprofessional and not put together, those kind of things matter. And so I really thought it was important for me to really, one, I just wanted to do light makeup today because I'm going to film another video. But I also just wanted you guys to know that there's nothing wrong with wearing makeup in uniform. It's allowed. You just have to do it within the limits of the regulation. Now, what you will find is that a lot of people do not fall within a regulation. They do what they want to do. You'll find a lot of folks where you're supposed to have, the regulation does not say, and I pulled this up because I've checked several times before I do something. I always check. Here's my Urban Decay The Slick setting spray. I should have did it before mascara. This makes it long lasting, which is important in uniform because sometimes you do have really long days. The face is done. All I'm going to do now is add some lip gloss. But I just wanted you guys to know that it's really easy to do military makeup. This is clear gloss. Oh, I think I was saying something about the regulation. So in the regulation, it says, like I keep my nails done. You can only wear clear nail polish. The regulation says, but sometimes, you know, people go and get, you know, people who, a lot of lighter tone women will get French manicures and nobody says anything to them about it. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You know, it's touch and go if someone's going to, you know, approach you about it. But you have to, you know, where everything in your face has to look natural, complimentary, you know, not over the top. Like everything on my face right now, my eyebrows are fine. I don't have like a whole bunch of makeup caked on my face where it's going to be all over my uniform. I don't have on eyelash extensions. I just have on some mascara to add some depth and length to my lashes, setting spray, and I just put on a clear lip gloss. I have some with a little tint. You can have something with a little tint, but it can't be like any color to it. Like these nails are absolutely out of regulation. You cannot wear these. Like I said, these earrings are out of regulation. But overall, this face is 100% within regulation. You can pull up the regulation. You can check it out. It'll tell you to a T what you can and what you can't do. Some people like to bend the rules. Sometimes they're able to get away with it. But it is really important to me for women of color who are in the military, whether you're in the Army, whether you're in the Marines, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, whatever the situation is, don't forget that you are a lady first. Whether you're active duty or National Guard like myself, when you put that uniform on, you still are the person that you are regardless. The uniform does not make you. And what that means is make sure you're always presenting your best self. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you're going to run into. You never know who's watching you. And with that in mind, you need to be putting your best foot forward. If you walk out the house looking crazy, nobody's going to respect you. People are going to look right over you. And a lot of times that's not what we want. And it's sad to say, but in the country and in the time that we live in, physical appearance matters. And so ladies, I just really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you were able to learn something. It was a very quick video. I'm actually not going to do a lot of editing because I don't need to. I did just feel the need to sit down and talk with you guys and just chat a little bit about, you know, some of the things that I saw when I first came into the military, and I wanted to make sure to change the narrative. I met this lieutenant colonel. I did not even work with him, and I had applied for a job. He wrote me a recommendation. He said, no questions asked, I will write her a recommendation. And it's just because every day it was 120 degrees in Kuwait, but you think I wasn't drawing these eyebrows on? You think I was not coming in there looking my best, putting my best foot forward? When you look good, you feel good, and you do good. Guys, as always, thank you for tuning in today's video. I hope it was really helpful. If you're thinking about joining the military, comment down below. I can give you some advice. If you want to see some other content military related from me, let me know. I know that my military videos do relatively good on this channel. As always, love on purpose, and I'll see you guys in the next video.